Hi, and welcome to Dishing with Dionna. Today I'm going to show you a quick and easy meal to help your family get off in the morning on a good foot. You know, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so it's very important that you send them off with a full stomach. So what we're going to do today is do a meal that we can do the night before so that we can get out and get off to what we have to do. We're going to begin with your regular store-bought French bread. Every store has it now. You're going to take it and you're going to cut it into cubes. I've already pre-cut mine, so you can just set that aside. You want to take some peppers. Children love color. So I take yellow, orange, and red peppers. Sometimes I'll throw in a little green pepper to give it a little pizzazz. So we're going to cut our peppers into roughly 1 inch to ½ inch chunks. When you cut your peppers, you want to make sure you discard all the seeds as well as the white membrane inside. And then you're just going to give them a quick chop into a 1 inch chunk. You know, children eat with their eyes first, so you have to make things look interesting to them. If they see a color they don't like, they're not going to eat it. So you try to choose colors that children like. Children love red, they love orange, they love yellow. You know, this recipe, you can throw a little bit of cheese in it, like I'm going to do a little later. They love cheese. You know, anything to get your children to eat a good and healthy meal in the morning. So we have our orange pepper all chopped up, so we're going to set that aside. And I'm going to add a little bit of green onion as well. This adds little flecks of green throughout it. This is a Confetti breakfast Bundt. So we're going to give that a quick coarse chop. And we're going to throw that right in with our peppers. Now we are going to take roughly 12 eggs. Depending on your bread, you know, every time I make this recipe, sometimes I use 10 eggs, sometimes I use 13. It depends on the loaf of bread itself. Today I've got about 12 eggs here. We're going to give it a quick mix just to break your yolks up. And we're going to add this to 3 cups of milk. And we're going to set that aside. Take our bread and throw it into a large mixing bowl. We're going to throw our peppers in. And we're going to throw in about 2 cups of cheese. And something I like to throw in just to give it a little bit of creaminess is about a cup of sour cream. Now you could use low-fat sour cream if you're a little concerned about the fat content for your children. But I wouldn't suggest using low-fat cheese. It doesn't melt nicely and doesn't give it a nice creamy consistency. So what you're going to do is you're just going to toss this lightly, and then you are going to add in your egg and milk mixture. And what you want to do is you want to keep tossing it around till every piece of bread is saturated with your mixture. And it's going to look a little gooey, but when it bakes up, it will be so delicious. So here we go. And you can see all the pretty colors in there. It's nice and creamy. And then to give it a little seasoning, I have about 2 teaspoons of just an all-purpose chicken seasoning. So we're going to just sprinkle that over the top, give it a little mix. There we go. Now to bake this, you want to use a Bundt pan. Now my Bundt pan is made out of stoneware, but you can use any kind of Bundt pan you may have on hand. You just want to make sure you thoroughly spray it with some type of nonstick spray. So I'm going to just spray the entire thing with my nonstick spray. There we go. And then you're just going to fill your Bundt pan, just like you would for a cake. You're going to put it right in. Don't worry about, you know, making it perfect. It's an easy recipe. It's not supposed to be, you know, something that you have to make sure is picture perfect. This is a throw together thing and it works beautifully. So you just spread it in there, you push everything down to fill in all the holes in your Bundt pan. You want to give it a light tap just to get some of the air bubbles and make sure it fills in all your spaces. Now I'm going to take it to the oven. When it comes out of the oven, all you have to do is invert it onto a lovely serving platter, fill your center with salsa, and give it a nice dollop of sour cream. It's a wonderful breakfast and a great way to start your family off on their day. Thank you for dishing with Dionna.